nostalgic and heavenly. Like, I'm the magical MGK Tom. Ben, tell us about you and tell us about side
come on.
projects.
1, 2, 3, go!
Right, guys, welcome to Punkio again. So, I'm Tim.
I'm Tom.
And we've got Ben. There we go. How we doing, Ben? There we go. Tom's being weird with his lenses. I don't really know what he's doing. But
Good evening.
That's just freaking creepy as hell, I can tell you that now. It's like James Bond. Yeah.
In here at some point, it's going to be just a waste of time.
Yeah, no, just he's the worst actor ever for James Bond. I'm sorry, but he really is. I can't wait for a new person. So,
How
yeah.
dare you insult Pierce Brosnan like that? He has not acted in James Bond for ages.
Brilliant.
We're on about Pierce Brosnan, aren't we?
No. Daniel Craig.
If you're on about Daniel, right? I swear I'll hand slap you. Daniel is one of my favourite James Bond actors.
Definitely not.
And then I watched No Time to Die, and then I felt everything was just too cliche.
Really?
Have you not seen it yet?
I haven't watched. I watched the first Daniel Craig one. Before that, after that, I haven't watched any. I can't.
I haven't watched a single one.
He's just terrible.
What was that? What was that, Ben? What did you say?
I've not watched a single Daniel Craig James Bond.
Well,
Don't bother.
I've watched all of them, and I loved all of them except this last one because I thought it was a bit too cliche on the nose.
Do you think it was because as well they waited like 17 years to release it after finishing it?
No, it was more the fact that it's just, as it's got on and on more, they've realised how much James Brand is like a marketable brand. And like, spoiler alert for those that haven't seen it or watching this, but quite frankly, it's been out long enough, and so quite frankly, you should go and see it by now. There's just too much product placement, and it's like, this part is sponsored by Aston Martin. They're in Italy. Therefore, we must show old Maserati. Look, he is having a vodka martini. That must be Smirnoff vodka, with the label facing the camera.
Oh,
no
dear.
joke, it actually happened. They show off like an Aston Martin that's parked up, but no one gets to use it, just in Q's like man cave gadget area, and it's the Valhalla. It's the new one, I think it is. And I'm just like, if they don't use that in the film, then really that's going to annoy me, because then, like, was it Skyfall? They had Batista driving like this beautiful Jag gas-powered hybrid. I'm like, if you don't use a Valhalla and fucking chuck it off a cliff, what the fuck are you doing? And then, like, throughout the film, they just put JLR, like Jaguar Land Rovers in it. So it's like, brand new Land Rover Defender gets killed off because of Toyota Land Cruiser. And I'm just like, this is just pointless.
What's the one with the ice hotel?
Either Quantum Solace or Casino Royale.
No, it's before Daniel Craig.
I was gonna say,
in which case I've got no clue. I only got into it after Daniel Craig.
how can you say he's your favourite?
Yeah, you can't.
I only know him. I have watched Live and Let Die, and I have watched a few other things. But
This is grilling Tom instead of grilling Ben now. Like,
Yeah, no, it is. Yeah, we'll just carry on, Ben. Who cares about grilling you? Let's just grill Tom.
I'm gonna put a like kind of flowery looking lens on, so it makes me like out of focus. So I'm more like nostalgic and heavenly. Like, I'm the magical MGK Tom. I've come to say that you're all shit.
Yeah, shut it.
But anyways, so Ben, tell us about you and tell us about side projects and tell us about your main project as well, which is side project.
So my name's Ben. I'm the lead singer of Side Project and now a co-host on Punkio. Side Project kind of starting there. We are a Leicester-based pop punk band that started off in a completely different genre. We released an EP a lifetime ago. I can't remember what it was, and it was just really experimental for us. Like, we were just, I think there was like so little live instruments on. I have always been a massive pop punk fan, so I wanted to kind of build a band around that. So we hit the studio, we recorded our debut album, Bittersweet. It's been released in August. I'll get this right, haven't I? Yeah, it was August.
I think it was.
On Engineer Records. Big shout out to them and for the opportunity. My musical taste has always been, I am literally the biggest pop punk kid around. Like, I've never grown out of it. All my friends from school, they've all grown up, become adults, and I'm I'm still wearing skinny jeans, fat feet, hats, and still wishing that I looked a little bit more like Machine Gun Kelly. No hate. Favorite bands include like the Wonder Years. I'm really into Mum Jeans. I've been into Mum Jeans for a few years now since I found it. They're definitely up there for me. They really speak volumes when I listen to them. Obviously, I love generic like Blink-182. I still don't think it's a bad album, and I will argue that with anybody. That's kind of it really. I mean, just big overweight pop punk kid. That's what it is.
Talking about Mum Jeans quick. Make sure, peeps, you check out our latest newsletter. Head over to our Facebook page. There's a link on there. You'll love it. It's awesome.
So being a huge pop punk kid, as for all of us that have now matured, is there any bands that you currently see on the scene that you go, gosh, they are nostalgic. They really call back to X band. And what would you say like your top 3 are?
Right, okay. So what I've noticed, I don't know if you guys noticed this, pop punk bands have started really evolving their sound. So
Of course.
many pop punk bands that I think I go, oh wow, they sound just like Good Charlotte did back in the day, or Blink-182 or 741. However, and as much as people hate him at the moment, through MGK's input into the scene, we've now got people like Jackson, who, if you haven't checked him out, he's recently...
Is it Jackson or Jaden? I don't know. How do you say it?
Jackson, but it could be Jaden. Let's call him Jaden. Jackson.
Is it JXDN?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jaden.
But you'll notice it's me. Pronunciation is I see it and I say it as I see it.
No,
Fair
it's
play.
fine. Don't worry.
Whatever.
He's done an album with Travis Barker recently, and he got the okay
It's brilliant.
to a cover of it's not a cover, but it uses the instrumental sample from Feeling This, The Wasted Year, and stuff like that. It really brings me back. So I think he's up there at the moment. I got really into it's Suko. I was on
Swayco.
So
Yeah.
It's spelled Suko. It is spelled Sueco. So
Yeah.
anyway, he did a
So good. So good.
Paralyzed, and I was like, wow, what a song.
It's awesome.
I find that like people now trying to break into pop punk genres are really going down the nostalgia route, whereas you've got bands like Champs, probably the most similar band out there.
Yeah.
Real friends do stuff that sounds nostalgic. But there's a lot of bands out there now doing really developing the sound. Trash Boat have just released a fantastic album.
Yeah, very different, isn't it?
Yeah,
I like it.
Though. Tell you what, Alpha Omega is the song of my summer. Like that.
Good track. I suppose like All Time Low as well. They're obviously still. They're the bosses, aren't they? Let's be honest, they're amazing.
Yeah,
but
kept the scene going between both eras, and I mean,
yeah,
like, bands like All Time Low, I don't think we'd still be talking the way we do about pop punk.
True.
And again, All Time Low's latest album was probably the best album they've released since Nothing Personal. So it's Wake Up Sunshine is an absolute.
That's a big statement. That's a big statement.
I think it's the right statement as well. I mean, Don't Panic was okay. It had its moments with some of my favourite songs on there. Dirty Work was dirty work. It was good, but again, it felt like it had some filler tracks. When I listened to Wake Up Sunshine, start to finish, I do not skip a track. And yeah, that's what
I must admit, I've never massively been into All Time Low. However, last week I listened to I think it was Nothing Personal, and I fell in love again. And I mean, I'm sure I have in the past with that album. And then I thought, oh, I'll listen to Wake Up Sunshine. I was like, this is amazing. Really is. And I was,
they've matured a lot. I mean, interestingly, I don't know if either you two had a chance to listen to The Party Scene. It's the album that they don't really talk about very often.
I haven't.
So basically, before they did So Wrong It's Right, they had school, and they did an EP. Can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. And they did The Party Scene, and you can't find it on any streaming platforms. You can just YouTube it or find it on a download site, which you should do. You're taking music, but I guess with this one you can't. So feel free. And if you listen to Alex's vocals on that album, I actually think he sounds 10 years older.
Really?
He sounds really. It's a real different vocal, and it's got some absolute bangers on. And
check it out.
track. Not
Yeah.
because I'm like unique in that, but it's one of the most catchiest start to finish record. There's even like a little dance track on it. I mean, they whacked in like a little dance interlude track at the end of the album. So it's a clever album, and they sound really mature on it. So
You looking it up now, Tom?
I know. I'm just looking through all my stuff that is all time low, and I think they're one of the most liked bands on my Spotify because I've got like 23 songs from them, and I think the only bands that really come close are like MGK. Well, I say bands, artists, MGK, Eden, and a few other things like Paramore and stuff like that. But I think I've got something from every one of their albums. And yeah, I'm looking through like Wake Up Sunshine has got some absolute bangers in there. Basement Noise, Some Kind of Disaster, Monsters featuring Black Bear, and then their Demi Lovato version as well. Also epic, love that. And Trouble is one of, I think it's my song from the album. I haven't got Wake Up Sunshine, funny enough, from that album liked, but I'm fairly sure I've heard it and I like it. It's just I haven't clicked the love heart button. But Trouble is, that one calls back to older songs, if that makes sense. I feel like it's really nostalgic. Nothing Personal has got some absolute bangers in there, of course. Lost in Stereo, Keep the Change, You Filthy Animal, Therapy, Weightless, Damned If I Do You, Damned If I Don't.
Weightless is my favourite, I think.
Yeah, and then there's some stuff in like a few of the other ones, like Don't Panic, and I've also, it's saved as Don't Panic, It's Longer now. Yeah. To Live and Let Go is my favourite song that's like not many people know or like know of. And I think it's so well produced and just lyrically perfect. And it's just like a nice little like gem in their album for those that like go through and go, this is what you've been waiting for. And I'm like, yes, this is. However, some of the new stuff is absolutely fucking incredible. Once in a Lifetime is still one of my favorite. It's just an absolutely amazing tune. So yeah,
it's a banger.
A really good like name shout on it is because the chorus actually has the words all time low in it, and I just think that they're clever with the way that, I mean, Alex is, anything he touches turns to gold. When he did Simple Creatures, I mean, I'll be honest, when I first heard Simple Creatures from Mark Hoppus, I was like, this is a little bit underwhelming. But I listened to both EPs kind of religiously for hours, just back and forth. And I really fell in love with him. And I think he's just talented, in what he does. And he knows what he does.
Definitely.
So he doesn't stray from the formula.
Yeah.
He develops what he's been doing over the last, how long have we done? Like 20 years nearly now. It's got
ridiculous, isn't it?
Yeah.
How they've stayed that, just incredible. It really is. I was just looking, when you were talking about that, I was looking at my artists with the most likes on. And
I haven't done that. It was just I was looking at all time low.
Well, mine's Enter Shikari with 166 songs liked.
Bloody hell!
It's literally the whole discography, I'm sure. like. So yeah, they're my favourite band. If you didn't know.
Click the album and just gone. Bang.
Literally, sorry, Ben.
Shikari make do like tunes on all their electronics. They just go on their Spotify, like that. However many likes they've got, they can go, right, we can put that into a keyboard and make a tune out of it. I love Shikari. I think Shikari have been just one of the most incredible bands from start to finish. Even, I mean, they were hybrid, weren't they? With the hybrid at first, and let's go down the electronic route. And it just, I mean,
epic.
The first time I ever heard that really video, it was just, I was like, wow, who are these and how the fuck do I become them?
Yeah, Nothing's Impossible is flawless.
Really beautiful cover of Heroes by
yes.
That is, I mean, that is just suited down to the sea. So yeah, big shout out.
Sure is amazing. Yeah, but yeah, they're probably my favourite.
Segueing into another genre, have you guys listened to the new Wage War or new Ice Nine Kills stuff?
Yes, I haven't listened to Ice Nine Kills yet. I've heard a couple of their singles. Haven't listened to the album yet though. But Wage War album, hell yeah, like sick.
It's all me and my friends talk about right now. Teeth is such a great song.
So it is.
I don't know who the female vocalist is on there. But I want to like it just calls back to so many songs that I love where there's a female vocalist on there. Skillet, Hero, those kind of things like that. That's what it reminds me of. Circling the Drain, I think, is another one, or Circle the Drain is another one that I absolutely love from that album.
Yeah.
But yeah, Ice Nine Kills has been one of the.
Do you know why their new track has been fantastic? thing that is about both these albums, the newest one and the one, what it's called. All I can think about is Welcome to Horrorwood, which is the Silver Screen. So the first Silver Screen and this one, they shouldn't work. Like,
No.
writing a song in the view of a character from a horror film or about a horror film, it should be so cheesy, it's unreal. And don't get me wrong, there's some cheesy moments on both these albums, but they're deliberate. Like on Assault and Batteries, which is the Chucky inspired, like the Child's Play inspired. It is cheesy in places, but it works. Like, it works so well.
It does.
And I mean, it's just like even my little boy, he's singing along, he loves it. So they have these elements of sing along choruses, brutal verses, brutal breakdowns, and Ice Nine Kills have found a really good formula.
Hits to Be Scarred is fantastic. I only clocked onto the fact that it was based on what was it, American Psycho?
Yeah.
But I didn't realise that up until you then listened to it, and then I'm like, I really should have looked at the video. And then I was like, oh, this song's great. There's some really good lines in it. It's like, I know that
it's very clever.
It movie inspired, but the
yeah.
Where are you going? I have to leave, but why? I have to go and return some videotape. Breaks into the second second verse, and I'm like, fuck yeah, this is good.
The advert on the bridge is like, do you like Ice Nine Kills?
No.
Yeah.
Kobe from Papa Roach is like, not really.
Oh really? Is it Kobe?
Not really.
All right. How about another album? How about Eternal Blue by Spirit Box?
I haven't heard it yet.
Nor have I.
And
I've heard
it's
so
different,
much about them.
but it's pretty damn near flawless, to be honest, in every sense of the word. It's a complete masterpiece in its own. It really is. They've done so well with it, I must say. Definitely worth a listen. Really is. It's a
underground band ever, aren't they?
Oh yeah, it's a lot calmer, I think, than their other stuff, but it's still epic. Like, definitely listen to that.
Tim, I don't know if you've had an episode previously, but Tia Break's new album got released.
Oh my god, yeah, we haven't.
And I don't know if we
actually
haven't discussed that yet.
We haven't.
But what a goddamn album!
Ben, you need. Did you listen to it? I'm not sure if I sent it to you. Tia Break's one.
Survive in December, which I got
Right, yeah. So did a review of them again. Check the newsletter out, peeps. No, 2 Year Break, no, Ben. Seriously, it is the album of the year. It's the album of the freaking century for me. Honestly, Sorry.
Where are they from?
They're London based.
They're like Essex, London area.
Essex, London based, you know.
Yeah.
I know the name 2 Year Break, and it's one of those bands.
Yeah.
I need to check out, and something I normally do check out the bands. It's just one of those ones that slip the radar. But
Yeah.
Check it out.
Yeah. Well, I got it on CD, and I've got it in my car. And ever since I've been wanting to go out in my car just to listen to it, and full blast.
It's so good, and it's mixed, but it works really well. The mixture balances out. They've got some really nice electronic, heavy stuff in there. Deja Vu is such a lovely, almost acoustic track that's their homage to acoustic tracks on albums. I love Shave 'Em on that.
That is cool.
And
yeah.
the story behind that, of course, they're always trying to save money, being this homegrown pop punk album when they need to fund everything. And the starting bit, not to ruin it for you, Ben, is basically Brad, the lead singer, playing with an electric shaver, and just trying to get a beat out of this, and just
trying to replace George. What do you mean trying to replace George?
The drummer, and then they just genuinely, in real life, they do fight over there to their producer Clint, and Clint's like, "Yeah, I can make a sound out of this," and just drops into some absolute.
It really is.
So
my favourite though, Tom, is It Never Stops.
It Never Stops is great, but
that's Enter Shikari vibes massively for me. So that's why I think I like that one the most.
Yeah, but the best one on the album by absolute far is Lovin' Every Day. Lovin' Every Day featuring Charlie Simpson.
True.
Fucking Fight Star and Busted.
Yeah, that's pretty epic, yeah. I must say.
And when you hear his vocals come in, you're shivering. It's fuck, man.
Yeah. It's pretty good.
And you're just going...
It's pretty good.
Oh, okay. And then him absolutely belting out the chorus, and you're just I'm in love with this. I can die right now, and I would be happy.
It's pretty damn good.
It's so underrated. It's such a good song.
Yeah.
Part of this that Tom could not be James Bond, but his product placement is on point. He's got that part.
Oh, of course. This is what I'm all about.
There you
Let me
go.
tell you about this new product, all right? It's absolutely fantastic. But James Bond, fuck that crap. I don't even know what I'm on about half the time.
There you go.
But let
But
me
yeah,
tell you about these new Specsaver glasses that I've got just here.
just shut up, Tom. Anyway, right. So,
Sorry, let me just sip some water from this full 24 bottle.
the what bottle? 24 bottle.
I don't know, it says 24 bottles on there.
Okay.
It's
Right.
teamed up with 99 red balloons to make
Yeah. 24 blue bottles. Brilliant.
absolutely fantastic.
Right. On that note, guys, we'll finish for the day.
Yeah.
Of the episode, not for the day, but yeah. Take care, guys. Au revoir.
Speak to you both soon.
Au revoir. Great having you on the show, Ben, and great to join you for the future.
Thanks
No,
for having
mate.
me, guys. I'm looking forward to it.
Nice one.
1, 2, 3, go!